Okay, this is no longer Matt Mrozik, aka MVM397. This is just Matt Mrozik from now on. My wife told me to stop using aka MVM397, so I'm no longer also known as, I'm just Matt. The Polish guy that reviews kits. So these are the next two from Quarantine Studios. This is Queen and, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say it wrong. I just had it in front of me. Death Dealer. So these are two cool pieces also. Death Becomes Her was obviously done in a factory somewhere, and then prepped and everything. These are true garage kits, but they're done really well also. So Death Dealer was really cool. He's a big piece. I wouldn't say I don't know if maybe he's quarter scale. He's big. So I'm going to kind of put him together for you. And he's just kind of this dude. He's big. Let me back up. So this is Death Dealer. Okay. The head. And I don't know if it's got a peg in here. Oh, it does. I haven't tried putting him together yet. This is the first time. And then he's got this cool sword hacker thing. It fits really good. This is the first time I've actually tried to put this together. Let's see. Let's see how this goes together. I'm not sure if it goes that way or this way. I have to look at my reference photo because, again, this is one of the few things I actually took photos of. Anyway, this may need a little work to fit exactly. But his hand, this goes on the base and his hand holds it. And then this other hand goes on the tombstone. So let's see if this will peg in. May not, because I haven't done any cleanup. Oh, it's going. Nice. So it does fit together very well. So let's look at this guy. I'm going to get a turntable. I usually have a turntable available. And of course, I don't. So we'll just turn it by hand. So this guy's big. Let's check out how big he is first. He is up to the shield. He's 15.5 inches tall. Big dude. And they had a really cool paint up of this guy. And there is a signature, where did I see it? Barsom, I think it said Barsom. B-R-O-S-O-M. So I'm assuming he's the sculptor. But this is a cool piece, man. I'm not sure if this is from if this is a character from something. Again, I don't know. Probably his, it's just my lack of knowledge. But he's really cool. The detail's done very well. Just like I said, this is the first time I actually dry fitted him, and he fits together just about seamlessly. Just those pegs fit in there perfectly. I will add metal pins. I kind of wish they'd offer a version without the helmet. That'd be kind of cool, so you have a switch out head. But the cape fits on pretty good. Have to do a little work to get it to come down around his shoulders a little bit more, but these are supposed to line up, so it needs to kind of tilt that way. Great texture in the shield and in his cape here. The chainmail is really, really well done. The paint up they did was really cool. It's all done in metallics, and the guy had like red eyes. Really cool. Yeah, the casting's done really well. Mold lines are very minimal, like on this guy. Just a little bit of sanding and that's cleaned up. So, and on the tombstone, there's a little bit of a seam line that goes down the side here. Not even sure if you can see it in camera, but it just comes up here, a little sanding, and that's taking care of the base. There's no seam lines, it's a one-piece mold. Let's see. The light is loosened. There we go. I can tighten that up. And then let's take some of these pieces off and look at them a little closer. So here's the helmet. Now it's interesting the way they did the mold on here. They kind of came across this way. So let's go through and sand out that behind those horns. But the casting on this stuff is good. There's a little bubble right there. And the fit on this was really, like I said, it's the first time I tried to fit this. Okay, so there's a signature in here too. Barsum 2015. So I'm assuming that's the sculptor. And the cape and shield are one piece and it just slides off. And it's massive. This thing's big, man. He's a big piece. Really nicely done. It's all detailed on the inside as well. The mold lines put along the edge of the cape here, so it's super easy to clean up. A little bit of, just a tiny little bit of cleanup right there. There's the slightest bit of a step. It's very small, but it'll be easy to clean because this is actually an easy texture to replicate. You just rescribe it. So that's really cool. Let's look at let's look at his arms. Nice armor detail. Again, there's that minimum mold line going up the elbow, up to the shoulder. A little bit of flash in the hand to clean up. Cool details in the veins and the knuckles. Really nicely done. And let's look at the other arm. I don't want to break those pegs because they fit so well. Same thing, nice armor detail. I love the armor on the shoulder. Nice job on the veins and the fingernails. Really nicely done. And then, like I said, there's I got kit number 5. Minor mold line going up the side here. Cool. Someone can educate me on what this is from because I don't know. I just know he's cool looking. And then the body, just massive solid piece of resin. Really cool. So this is a Death Dealer. Awesome piece. So I'm going to put him aside. And then we'll look at Queen, who's also kind of another, again, I'm not sure if she's a character from something, but she's kind of got that pin-up style that I like. Let's get her out. So here is her base. Again, if anyone can educate me on if this is from a storyline or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure it's from something. So that just pegs in there really well. The base is a tombstone with an angel on it, and the angel is wrapped in all these vines and such. And there'll be a little bit of blending you got to do with some Aves or something between, like, here and there. But, you know, that's pretty cool. So obviously this was sculpted as one piece. This was sculpted, and then the caster cut it at the base here. So you got a little bit of blending to do between the base and that. But you glue this, blend it, and then you paint it as one. So really cool. Yeah, that's nice. And like there's hardly any mold line. There's a little bit of flash. It just flaked off. Yeah, cool. And then here is Queen. So we have her main body here, and I've got the other pieces here in a bag. And so she'll peg in. Got some bubbles on the bottom here I'll have to deal with. It looks like there was a little, maybe this piece had broke and they fixed it with some Aves, and so that was nice that they did that. So she sits in, pegs in really nicely. And she is going to be 1/6 scale. I'll get you a measurement for you. And let's see if, I'm not sure it won't stay together because it needs to be pinned, but there's a nice key for her leg. And it'll have to be cleaned out a little bit. Actually, it may stay on there, but it's not gonna, there'll be a gap right now because I haven't cleaned anything. So that goes like that. And then she's got, I always put, I don't know my right from my left apparently. This arm goes here, and it probably won't stay. No, until it gets pinned. So that arm goes there, and she's holding a goblet, and that's in this bag right here. Now they didn't have a painted up version of her, they just had her in, I think it was in primer. So I think this is a new piece for them. And so here we have a bunch of little hair strands that are attached to this big long piece of resin. So that's going to be tricky those are going to be tricky to get off and clean without breaking them. So that'll be a little challenging for me, but no big deal. And then here's her goblet that she's holding in her hand, like this. And it just kind of, I think it'll just slide in there. I don't want to break her fingers. So she's holding a goblet like that. There's actually blood dripping off the goblet. I thought those were resin sludge, but it's not. It's either blood or wine dripping. Come on, focus. There we go. Cool. And then her other hand here is resting on the tombstone. So again, another cool piece from Quarantine Studio. So I'll pin this arm, blend that all in, and then she'll sit there very nicely. She may stay a little bit. So yeah, cool piece. I'm gonna take her off and look at her face sculpt and stuff. So get a little tighter on that. Now let me get a measurement for you, how big she is first. Let's do that. So on the base, she is right at 13 inches tall. So almost as tall as Death Becomes Her. So those will make two nice little side pieces. So here she is. She's got these great fangs. Her face sculpt is a little more chiseled look. It's not so soft, so she's a little more menacing looking. Love the clothing on her. And she's got these stockings on, really nicely done. Or I guess that could just be a garter belt to look. I guess you could do it either way, garter belt or stockings. And then a nice little necklace. Sculpting is done very well. Let's see. I'm not seeing a mold line is per se. They may have cleaned it up a little bit. A little bit on the bottom of her toes, but not too bad. Yeah, really cool. Again, another nice piece by Quarantine Studio. So I'll put a link to wherever they are at Facebook or website. But check them out. There's a little hole here. Oh, that's a bubble. I thought that was a peg for something. There's a bubble on the top of her hand I got to take care of. The top of her finger. So a couple of bubbles here and one right there. But just overall, another really nice piece. So far, everything I've gotten to look at has been done really, really well. Nothing really negative to say about anything. Just got a few little things here and there and bubbles and stuff you got to fix, but that's typical with anything that's been casted in resin. So, all right, so that'll do it for the Quarantine Studios Death Dealer and Queen review. Again, I'll put some information down below if you want to contact them. The guys were super cool. I forget their names, so I apologize because they were pretty busy and talking to a bunch of customers, so I never really got a chance to get their names. But I did tell them I would review the kit and send the link so that they can share it on their Facebook page and stuff. But again, it's Matt Mrozik signing off, and I think I've got like 2 more kits to do, or 3 more, and then I'll be done with all my reviews for Wonderfest 2017. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.